Alright, in case y'all missed it when this happened, 1 day ago, 1 day, I was gonna make a video, but I don't have all the shit ready to do it. I just want you to watch this really quick. There's been a lot of weird shit happening in Minnesota, but me and my roommate sat down and we were like, hey, there's gonna be a lot of weird shit happening around a certain 11th because of it's a reunion.
Minneapolis Catholic Church shooting that left 2 children dead.
The FBI has said the shooting was carried out by a transgender woman, and now senior Justice Department officials are reportedly considering banning gun ownership rights from transgender individuals. Today we're joined by Chris Pino and Shayla Anderson from Fort Bend County Pride. Thank you both for joining us. Chris, we're going to start with you. What's your reaction to what the DOJ rather is reportedly considering?
Well,
So they're talking about shooting and transgender pride. So what happened today? I'm just gonna let this play.
as a survivor of gun violence and as an advocate for common sense gun reform for the last decade, I feel very passionately about this. Just last week, the NRA put out a statement condemning this proposal and all but calling the Trump administration gun grabbers. Now, if the gun lobby and the gun reform lobby are in agreement that liberty-loving Americans should worry about this proposal, you know for a fact that the administration has its hat on back.
I had to stop it right there because look at his fake fucking beard. His, her, whatever they fucking think they are. And he's obviously reading a script, and then we're gonna keep on going.
Let me provide some context. Transgender people comprise less than 1% of the U.S. population. And of the instigators of school shootings and other kinds of shootings in the last decade, less than 0.5% of shootings have been done by trans people. This is a terror that afflicts the entire country, no matter who you identify as or who you love. Everyone is affected. And I've always said that it is not a matter of if you are affected by gun violence, but when. Now, there are fact-driven solutions that red flag laws. 8 out of 10 Americans support those, would have prevented Parkland. Number 3, mandatory waiting periods. 9 out of 10 Americans support those, would have prevented the Uvalde tragedy.
No.
There are solutions
wouldn't.
out there. We know what those solutions are.
No, actually, crazy people did both of those shootings. It had nothing to do with your fucking orientation, you crazy person. And why is this person trying to push this shit? This is yesterday, folks. This is before all this shit that happened today. This is the day before, okay? So this is yesterday.
And we know that they would prevent these atrocities. Singling out trans people is not one of them.
Shayla, I want to direct this next question to you. How do you respond to critics who claim that transgender people, especially those who are transitioning, might be more prone to violence or self-harm and therefore should be restricted from owning firearms?
Shayla.
That's a good question.
Oh, yeah.
But that's also a harmful
Shayla.
stereotype. Because you transition doesn't make someone dangerous. In fact, the evidence shows the opposite. Trans people are far more likely to be harmed than to harm others. Yes, some of our community struggle with mental health, but it comes from the discrimination, not from transition itself.
Are you fucking seeing this the same? What, dude, what the? What?
A harmful stereotype.
Shayla, I want to direct this next
Shayla.
question to you. How do you respond to critics who claim that transgender people, especially those who are transitioning, might be more prone to violence or self-harm and therefore should be restricted from owning firearms?
That's a good question. But that's also a harmful stereotype.
Okay.
Because you transition doesn't make someone dangerous. In fact, the evidence shows the opposite.
Okay, it's obviously reading from a script. You can see moving its eyes.
Trans people are
Look at them cheeks. So that's a lot of Botox.
far more likely to be harmed than to harm others. Yes, some of our community struggle with mental health, but it comes from the discrimination,
No.
not from transition itself. If we use that logic, we'd have to strip rights from veterans, parents with postpartum depression, or anyone who's ever sought therapy. And that's not how constitutional law works.
Stop taking our money.
Restricting trans people's
You
rights
crazy?
while ignoring that we are human
Look at them
and
cheeks.
killed and murdered at a high rate only makes us vulnerable as a trans community.
And Chris, finally here, what does this represent in the broader context of constitutional rights for the trans community?
Well, the Constitution is crystal clear. The Second Amendment says the right to bear arms shall not be infringed.
The other thing that I just watched had a whatever voice more than that. I'm confused now. I'm fucking confused, dude. What the fuck is really going on? So this, you wonder why people. What?
And for better or for worse, our courts have found that this right is virtually unmodifiable. Little restrictions can be provided. Now, if this clear-cut...
Why in the fuck are these things talking about guns?
Constitutional law can be weaponized against trans people. It can be weaponized against any class of people. What precedent would this set when the next occupant of the White House takes office and changes hands? Who could similarly be discriminated against? I don't think we should be opening this can of worms. You can dislike someone all you want, but you cannot erase them. You cannot take away their constitutionally guaranteed rights away. So my message to the Trump administration is this: come and take it.
Chris Pino and Shayla Anderson of Fort Bend County
me.
Pride, thank you both so much. We appreciate your insight and perspective this afternoon.
Thank you.
So then that was yesterday. Now today, dude, they assassinated a great person that was speaking against all of that bullshit, because that's exactly what it is. Well, riddle me that. That's my whole fucking take on that whole situation. Oh, and there's snipers on the roof, and they left perfect fucking 6-foot gap right in the middle of the cattle guard that nobody's talking about. Yeah, you snipers and shit know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So there's a couple of good people that are right on point, and there's a lot of bullshit out there, but focus on the fucking truth, folks. I love ya. So on to the next one. I never thought I'd have to fucking do this, dude. I'm on your side. It's weird how now you know how people are compartmentalized. Alright, we're done. Love you. Be safe.